So my question to Mike simply is, why have you created this program? Why now? What makes this different from all those other ones that exist?
Well, the chief reason is something you just said. There is a lot of material out there. In this internet age, information abounds, but the information isn't all marked, good or dangerous or awful. So there's potential confusion for anyone who has an interest in this type of material. There's just so much to wade through, and so much of it contradicts each other.
My expectations were just pretty much to learn as much as I can on situational awareness, how to defend myself and my family, just through basic, simple self-defense techniques.
I definitely had a feeling it would be a little bit difficult, just learning some new tips and tricks, I guess, to take on an attack if it were to happen, but it actually ended up being a lot more simpler than I thought it would be.
One of the other issues related to self-defense is so many people sort of confuse self-defense with martial arts. Now, you can protect yourself using martial arts techniques. Certainly that's possible. But martial arts are by definition an art, which means something that you devote a lot of time to, a lot of practice to. And I think that idea is a notion that keeps a lot of people away from self-defense because they assume self-defense is synonymous with martial arts, and it means martial arts, and I have to do martial arts, and I'm too old to do martial arts, or I'm out of shape, and that's just beyond me. And self-defense is not martial arts. Self-defense is really its own thing. Self-defense is having very simple answers to horrible problems. And the material that I have sort of collected over the years is not martial arts. It's not complicated. It's information that I have conveyed to a broad audience, whether professionals who suddenly find themselves in high-risk circumstances, or average people who just want to be able to protect themselves so they don't become another statistic. And the way that I'm able to pass that information on quickly and efficiently is because the material is quick and efficient. It's not complex.
I'd recommend this to anyone that wants to get a grasp of how to defend themselves on the street in case that need arises, because it's just so simple.
He has a way of explaining things and oversimplifying them. I mean, you can literally be a 7th grader and understand what he's trying to teach.
Really trying to nail down self-defense in a practical context is the mission here today. The emphasis is on that which is realistic. Certainly, 25 plus years as a training specialist helps, just because I understand how people learn and effective teaching methods and that sort of thing, but you still have to have the right material. Well, in this package we have the right material. It is simple, it is easy to reproduce. Some of the material is so simple that literally as soon as you see it, you have a reasonable chance of expecting that you could pull it off at crunch time. Some of it's going to take a couple of repetitions to just sort of sort yourself out, see what it feels like, and so forth. And we afford enough options that if there's a technique or two that you just really don't care for, or it's not going to work with your trick elbow or your sore shoulder, then fine, there's other things that you can do. All of the options that we present are able to be performed from about this far away, and this far away is where serious problems of violence occur. And having options that you can feel confident in because they don't feel like they're physically beyond you, they're not so complicated that you're not going to remember step 6 out of 12, come crunch time, is very important.
I would definitely 110% recommend this course. I feel like it's an important subject to be educated on, especially in times like we are now.
It's scary to consider that somebody in this moment is moving fast to you, and you may have seconds to figure out what you're going to do before you are unconscious on the sidewalk. So it's simplicity combined with effectiveness. You can have a simple technique that isn't going to work, but we know through experience, we know from statistics that the options that we're presenting with this particular package are going to solve a lot of potential problems for a lot of potential people.
Drop it.